pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Commodores ready to get this thing started and open the season. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails to the back of the end zone. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be hyped up, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. There he goes! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want...
Turns on the Jets! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work for the first time today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could talk to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work from big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they didn't.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've looks confused up front.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. Look out, he's got room. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a first and goal. Gets the back moving. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Dropping back, it's King. Here comes the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
14, Vanderbilt, 0.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays. Down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Commodores are in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors! Fit it in the window for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 17 over LSU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and long. He's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. This is a design run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd and goal for this offense. On the move. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Pavia. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. And the Yellow Jackets buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll go to the ground.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Running to Green. Oh, what a cut! Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire! That's reeled in, it's Alexander.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Short hands, it's Dillon. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Caught near the sticks, it's Dillon. They emptied the roster, but every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play. Give up an easy one.
Finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
To extend that lead to a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Boom. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and his veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline. It's Hoskins. And the Commodores will snap it on first and 10.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Oh, that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to pass. It's King. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Newberry. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught over the middle. It's Hoskins. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Finds his big tight end. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gonna try to get turning it on. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Dillon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Hoskins. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Pavia. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
Rush is on him. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They go to the ground. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Hand off from the shotgun. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks out 9 just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Let's go! Using his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Commodores are rolling down the field. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air. It's Pavia. Quickly complete. Touchdown, baby! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 29 to UTEP. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel package. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Commodores in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Got it on the outside, it's Spence. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. The snap sets up the throw. Now adjusting. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Line formation getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And that did not work. Defense spelled that one out from the beginning. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the game.